Do we have one of the best 4K discs of the year, or do we have a major misfire? Let's talk about it. What is going on, everybody? Tom Chattelbash here, and if you love 4K movies and physical media collecting, then rest assured you are in the right place. And without further ado, let's review Disney's new release of Tron, the original Tron, the 1982 Jeff Bridges film in glorious 4K. Now, today I'm reviewing the new Steelbook 4K of Tron from Disney, and I'm still waiting on Tron Legacy like a lot of other people are out there, even though I pre-ordered it, because a lot of these studios and distributors, they severely underestimate the amount of demand for a lot of these really popular and really highly desired titles in the format, and this one's no exception. This has been consistent all year long. It's been very frustrating, but today at least I get to talk about the original for you, and I have a lot of thoughts on this one, so let's dive in. Now, like I've said in previous videos, I'm not the kind of person who's going to dive into all the tech of the transfer or all the special features. I'm just an amateur collector who loves collecting 4K movies. I'm a big movie fan, and I'm just going to tell you what I thought of this new 4K transfer. And this is actually my first time watching the film. So not only was it my first time seeing this new 4K transfer, but it was my first time just seeing the movie in general. So that was kind of fun too. Now, first and foremost, I really like this Steelbook. I'm not usually a huge Steelbook guy, but this is really nicely designed. It's very shiny, it feels premium, and then inside, of course, you've got, your 2 discs, your 4K disc and your Blu-ray disc, and it's just a really nice, nice looking physical release. Can't complain about that. Now, what I can tell you, what I do know about this 4K transfer is that it is brought to us in Dolby Vision, and we've got a Dolby Atmos soundtrack here, so we've got big upgrades in the video and audio departments, and apparently from what I've read is that the live action elements of the film were scanned at 8K, and the special effects elements were scanned at 6K, so we should be getting a very high quality and really pristine looking transfer, if all goes well, if all went well. Let me tell you this. This is one of the best 4K transfers that I've not only seen this year, but just one of the best 4K transfers I've laid my eyes on in quite some time. Holy hell. Just from a visual perspective, I mean, the Dolby Vision HDR upgrade here is just breathtaking. I mean, the colors pop unbelievably well. I mean, just the HDR here just really makes these colors pop, especially once you're in the grid. I mean, the colors in this movie just leap off the screen, especially once you get into the grid and the special effects elements take over. It just, yes, the special effects are definitely dated, considering today's standards and what we're used to. But it kind of adds to the charm of the movie, honestly, and I actually enjoyed the movie overall watching it. It was actually a really fun time, so just in case you were wondering what I thought of the movie. But once you're inside the grid, it just looks incredible. I mean, the colors are just super vibrant and eye-catching, and if there's one movie to really show off an OLED TV like the one I have, it's this movie. I mean, this might be one of my go-to reference discs that I put in just to show people why they should have an OLED TV and just what an OLED is capable of when you're watching a film like this, because the blacks are so deep and the colors are so vibrant, and it was such a treat to watch this on my TV, and it just looks incredible. I mean, all of the scenes that take place in the real world, I couldn't believe my eyes how good it looked, but it still looks and feels filmic. It doesn't feel like, the grain was digitally erased. You still see that grain there. It's just nicely refined, but there is so much detail and so much clarity here that I couldn't believe my eyes that I was watching a film from 1982 and that it looked this freaking good. It's unreal. I don't even want to go back to what the 1080p looked like. I don't even need to. I just know that there's no way in hell that looks nearly, and I mean nearly as good as this new 4K transfer. And I will say this Atmos track, it's definitely not one that's going to really work your system to death, but I think it's really nicely active, especially once we get into the grid and we're seeing, all those games being played. I think it's really fun and active. The surrounds are used quite frequently. There's actually a pretty good bass here and there, especially in the more action-heavy sequences. But like I said, this is not exactly the most bombastic audio track that you're going to get. It's not going to be like a reference quality Atmos track. I mean, this is a movie from 1982, so I wasn't really expecting anything that was going to wow me, but I was definitely pleasantly, what are words? I was definitely pleasantly surprised by what we got here, and I thought it was a nice upgrade there too, but this is really a disc that you want to get just for the visual upgrade alone. I mean, it's just incredible. Now, like I've also said in previous videos, I'm not a big special features guy, so if you're looking for, what those are and how they are, I'm sure there's other channels and videos that dive into that. But as someone who has A, never seen the film before, and B, really is kind of critical of a lot of 4K transfers, I really want something that's going to wow me. This one absolutely did that. Not only did I really enjoy this, cheesy but really fun 80s movie, but it just looks absolutely stunning. And it just kind of reminds me, oh, right, I own an OLED TV and this is the perfect movie to just show it off with. So yeah, I could not be more happy with this disc. I'm really excited to see how Tron Legacy looks and sounds as well, even though that's an upscale, I believe, since it was shot in 1080p back in the day. But I'm still excited to see the HDR upgrade there, but I'll definitely have a review of that once I finally get it, whenever that is, probably in 2026 at this fucking point. But anyway, if you've checked out this new 4K transfer, let me know in the comments if you really enjoyed it, if you loved it as much as I did, or if you just thought it was okay, you hated it, let me know down below. And if you haven't picked it up yet, are you more inclined to do so now that you've seen this video? Let me know that below as well. And make sure to check out my main channel, Chattelbash Reviews, where I review all the latest in film and television. Link to that in the description. And until next time, everybody, I'm Tom Chattelbash, YouTube's most reliable movie critic.